starting from the start, the first duel I had against Mitsurugi. In the pack that brought it, there's also two cards that I care about, which I happen to have in my hand in this duel. Rise by Dragon, nothing new about that. Retro Dragon is retro. I got the two best starting cards I could ask for. And in this right here, 7 stars slash Army Annihilator Hagen. So the excuse to have this card in the pack was Dragon Rulers, since they are level 7s. And this wants to equip a level 7 monster. Same type, different name. So not sure if Dragon Rulers really care about equipping cards to themselves. Now, I'll take the excuse, because I got some level 7s in a deck that's homogenized mostly around being dragons. Yeah, the only monster that isn't a dragon is Gearfried. But enough talking about it. Again, to the match. I'm going first. Of course, I don't know him against Mitsurugi yet. Though I do have some insights on Mitsurugi. I'm getting negated by an 81.9% usage Ash Blossom. That's not the end, though. That's just going to stop the first effect. I still got the second effect, so I might as well use it. Which I'm hit by the 96% Max C. Now, I'm still going to summon my Rise by Dragon because I have no choice now. But I had just been the last duel. I was hit by a Max C, and I decided to end my turn, and I lost horribly. So this time, I'm not going to hold back at all. Second special summon. Third special summon. Into a Flare Metal Dragon. With a set Hagen. Because Duel of a Monster is a Flare Metal. Its name is Flare Metal Dragon, and it is a dragon. 7-star slash. All I gotta do is target it, and I get a level 7 dragon that is not named Flare Metal. Now, the start isn't fantastic, considering my opponent... Okay, so they used Ash Blossom and Max C. It's -2, but then they draw 3. So they replaced their hand traps and then drew 1 card. So your cards that was 7 to start with. As I start with the Mitsurugi, I had seen Mitsurugi before in the physical card game. But I never really got to play against it. So I never ever got off to a good start. It was Ash Blossom on my Max Metalmorph back then. But I knew generally just by watching what they would do. Because I know they have the Destruction card, which is this right here. And that they like tributing. Paying a lot of life points so far. Use 4 card effects. They decided to use the Destruction. Because, I mean, all you have to do is go to the first line. You didn't have to waste your life points like that. But they do. And then they continue playing. Tribute that with Mirror to get Futsu. The infinite special summoning one. I know that one. Got 2000 attack. So I have to put it there. Magatama, which destroys. It's a main face card. Gotta make sure you know that. And so I decide to attack. I use Hagen. It's okay, they're gonna make me discard a card. So luckily, Red Eyes by Dragon is here to take the hit for that. Another 500. And so, yeah, Murakumo's gonna die, because it's at 32, and now I got 35 Flare Metal. So already you can see the value here. Because Flare Metal's usual weakness is being destroyed by a monster that has 3,000 attack. But with that boost, 3,500. That's as good as a Comet Dragon. But it's unfortunate what I had to equip to it. I'm supposed to be playing Mikazuki no Yaiba. It's another level 7 dragon. And it would have been so nice. Because if you look at Hagen, you'll see that it also says return the equipped spell to the hand during the end phase. And that's something that Mikazuki would like. And apparently during this first duel, I looked at my options, realized that I didn't have it. So I just chose Black Flare to just get it into my hand for later. Oh, and the last effect. Level rank 8 or higher destroyed. Add this to your hand. Which you can use it on the same turn, because this is activate. And cards in the graveyard don't activate. So if I had 2 or 3 army annihilators in the grave, all of them can activate to come to my hand. So I got another one for later. Here's my Ritama. I'm not going to do the destruction because I know better now. Habakiri. Lower our attack back down. But battle phase is over, so doesn't matter to me. 500s. Get red eyes onto the field. And then Black Flare would come to my hand, and then I would have been able to summon, during the end phase, the Mikazuki, but because of my subpar deck building, it was supposed to be there, but now I gotta make do. My draw is Rise Fusion. 2 options. I could have used Lordly Load to get a second Red Eyes and then make a second Flare Metal. And then switch them into defense, have them in defense so that this can't attack over them, so they have to use some card effects. But I decided to go with Red Eyes Fusion. Because if I use Fusion, I can inflict 1700 damage with a Comet. And when that's done, I can Army Annihilator to get over Habakiri and win the game. It's too bad I will always find the way to make the wrong decision. It's an Ash Blossom again, which I will say that if it weren't for the Max C, they wouldn't have had that along with everything else they've had. And for summoning 1 Flare Metal Dragon, that happens to me. Must I be punished for my single Flare Metal Dragon? It'll cost them some more life points. So I'm going to still use the Army Annihilator. However, they have the Purification. It's going to stop Army Annihilator. And of course, that tributed the monster, so don't get too excited. There's not going to be an Inferno Fire Blast right now. Add the Ritual. Bring itself back. Our attacks go back down. That's another 500. Go ahead and write his Fusion in my hand. May as well. Let's go into defense. Because we're just going to get attacked over. So at 700 life points, they activate their card effect again to summon Murakumo. That's another 500. But straight to battle, I'm going to just summon another Red Eyes. Just because Flare is done for. They could have not attacked Flare. It wasn't going to do any more damage. But I think they're just not taking risks with it. I mean, they didn't read the burn specifications either. It's having material. Oh yeah, and then they cycled this thing back into the field so it's going to destroy all my monsters. However, my Retro Dragon, which is going to make me discard for again. But, you know, I have Miss Black Flare again. So may as well. You can see why having a second Flare Metal would be good in this situation. Because they were taking 1,000 each, they would have been done for already. And, oh, a Triple Tactics Talents that they wouldn't have had without Max C. Have I not been punished enough for my single Flare Metal Dragon? But I still got 2 Red Eyes for a Flare Metal Dragon on the next turn. They have 200 life points. So it seems like I can still hold them off from this position. And they are still going. Oh yes, Dark the Dark Charmer. He's just so charming, and he charms my flare metal to the field. Which is not going to do any burn damage to me, but it is going to become a Little Knight. And Little Knight removes Red Eyes. That is rough. But hey, it's time for that second card. Wicked Serpent Night. Tribute a dark monster, hand or field, special summon it. And then it's got this pretty ridiculous battle effect. It's not ridiculous in of itself if it had a once per turn. But with this, you can just keep attacking your opponent's monsters, getting this thing destroyed, and sending them. Or this thing can just be the ultimate defense. If they don't have targeting protection or don't have something that can negate it, it's just going to keep coming back. That's the effect I don't like about this thing. But that first effect, it's really good for me, considering there is no Red Eyes alternative in this game, and there never will be. So this is the best you got. Though it shows a problem with this card compared to alternative. Because this thing has a semicolon. So it activates. So if I activate this, I can tribute off my Retro Dragon to get 2 level 7s. But Little Knight can chain to that and just get rid of the other level 7, and that's it. And also, we don't know what this card is, but we can. It's Mitsurugi Ritual. It's not that one. It's this one. Mitsurugi Prayer just face down because they add that to their hand. So we know they had that, and they might as well set it because it's a quick play. So I don't have a great situation here because this can get tributed off, come back, and destroys everything. But I do have only 200 life points, so quick, the battle phase, Red Ice, destroy it. Nah, they're gonna do it. They can't use the take 800 though. That's one thing. But they are going to be able to destroy my cards again. Yep, add back to your hand. And then summon Murakumo. Who then destroys my cards. So I can summon myself a Red Eyes Black Dragon. It's the only thing I have. But they're going to make me discard for it, so I never actually do get to summon that Wicked. But it was here. It was viewable. And at this point, there's really nothing here. All they have to do is destroy Red Eyes and just have 8,000 damage. Try to speed it up at this point. I think just destroy it with the other Murakumo. That's going to be way too much damage. Close. My review of Mitsurugi, from what I've seen so far, is that it's not terrible to play against. Like, there are mixtures that make it really annoying. Like when you throw Fiendsmith in there, and Ryzeal, when they work together somehow. It's not really that they work together, it's that they don't... Neither of the archetypes have any locks in them, so they just can coexist. And they don't share a normal summon or anything. So for sure, Mitsurugi doesn't have a normal summon. They can all just special summon themselves, and then their monsters are level 4, so they become rank 4s. And then that makes a bridge. But Mitsurugi by itself, Yeah, that was an enjoyable duel. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer to play my red eyes cards over winning. I'd rather play red eyes than win. I think if we can have an enjoyable duel, I'll take it like this. That's the first duel. Thought I might as well show it off in the beginning. Maxi ruined it. Not very surprising. 96%. I don't use it. Because I have integrity. Was the game really showed what I thought about that? But I'll get over it like always. There's still more duels to do. Because I didn't even summon the Red Eyes Equip monster at all. You can't have Equip cards in Red Eyes without Slash Dragon. So hopefully there's going to be some slashing action as I go along. Well, Serpent Night, I got a new use for you. You're going to be banished, so I can draw 2 cards. Still not feeling that. I'll put black metal. Lay down some cards. End my turn. Gonna Fang with Chain immediately. Alright, there you go. Playing Bestials, are we? That red eye's gone. They're going to be able to send that to the grave of Lubellion, which will then get rid of my Black Meteor. In response to that, I can steal Lubellion away before it's able to set any... Oh, it's going to be Red Dragon Archie. Okay. Very well. I'm summoning a Resonator. Resonator. Let's target red. I'm just gonna take Red Rising. Why wait? And you don't get life points either. Let's do this, Full Metal. You versus the Red Dragon Archfiend. This might turn out poorly, but I'm going to use the search for insight. Maybe I should have done soul just in case. Well, I'm going to be set up. Well, that thing did not special summon itself by its effects. Gaia. Am I good to negate Crimson Gaia? Yeah. Yeah, let's stop Crimson Gaia. What do you have in response? The Bestial. I'll just summon into attack. Nope. Oh, no damage. Hey. Don't worry about Gaia now. Though they can get stuff from their grave. Or is it Gaia that gets it from the grave? Gaia gets them from the grave. Now they're free to do whatever. That could be a level 10 synchro. Synchro, or they could go for another Red Rising. Though they've already used its effect. Are we in the clear? They're gonna get 2 Resonators next turn. And I got a Retro Dragon. Okay. Let's... Huh. They didn't banish my Meteor Dragon. Maybe I'll show them what I should have. Get myself Rise Fusion. Yep, it's Rise Fusion. It's the card. Now let's do this. Red Eyes Black Dragon combines with Gearfried, the Red Eyes Iron Knight, into a Red Eyes Slash Dragon. Pretty cool. Yeah, it is. Don't really care that much about that. You can have it. Shall I? Oh, what is? Just go right to battle. It's not. There's much I can do other than use Rise Insight. But I would only add a trap anyway. Let's get the business. I didn't make anything with these two before. Maybe I should get rid of the Resonator. Put your hand to the graveyard. Nice slash attack, Drew a Swarm. And use your effect. I'll try. I do have an equip card right now. That's why these two work so well together. Need that. Why do I see that card so often? You get destroyed. You're gonna target slash. Slash dragon, negate it. Full metal. What are you gonna do when I put you into the grave? So you don't do anything. Slash. Never a once per turn. Alright, good stuff. We use insight. This will send off soul. If I ever get the chance to use it. So I'll go Fang with Chain again. And then my turn. Not bad, I think. Once again, immediately put that on. Don't be caught off guard. What other branded spells are there? Branded spell traps are there? This is branded Beast? Whatever it is, I'm not really concerned. These bestials are just a distraction from the fallen. Okay. Actually, a card or effect that targets one bestial card you control. Another card, you can negate it. And then banish a light or dark. Sure, it's Crimson Gaia, again. Using Crimson Gaia again. Stop it. I hate Crimson Gaia. But why would they try the same move again? Makes me feel like they have something that they really didn't want to negate in their hand right now. Then they would have had to draw it. And what's the chances of that? It's over. You know pretty well. I even had insurance for my Slash Dragon. Well done, everyone. My 2 negate red eyes. All right. Yeah, I like the ideas you got right here. Although if this gets stopped, that's real bad. Oh, Zadrol. No matter. I guess I don't have to use the black metal if I choose not to. Just save it. Is that something you can grab from the graveyard? No problem. Do I want to use black metal? Like, do I want to equip it to the full metal that I summon? I think it has enough attack. Let's keep things the way they are. It's really too bad you have that level restriction. Can't bring back full metal. Play some Orchest. That's her before she's a robot, and when she is a robot. It doesn't target. Oh, that's great. Just great. My full metal isn't going anywhere. There's some damage. That would be why. You don't want it? His opponent doesn't want the 3,800 attack Cyborg Dragon. They'd rather just get 2 cards. What's your deck supposed to do? Dingirsu. Wow. It doesn't target. Like, nothing targets, actually. I think it has a material. It does, yes. Harp Horror. So a card you would control be destroyed. Attach material instead. Well. Let's use my incoming machine again. We're gonna get Metal Claws back. I'm gonna set. I'm gonna activate. Coming out, Metal Claws. Let's do things like this. Well. Knows what they're trying to activate. Let's get max metal. Seems like the best thing. Alright. Freaking roll again. Well, all done with adding. All done. Summon this. Think I'm walking into something right now? Alright, let's do this. Flare Metal Dragon. dark hole. There's your dark hole, Dingirsu. Protect yourself. So you did. Doesn't activate, so no damage. Probably should have checked the grave before I went into... Look, we can't sit around all day. Let's do this, Flare. Attack Dingirsu. What's that doing? The Harpour. Okay. Who will save Dingirsu from being destroyed by Flare Metal? This guy? Okay, I'm still pending the attack. Orgus Nightmare. Can destroy a battle with a Link monster. Banish card from your graveyard, target one face-on monster in the field, cannot special summon it. If you do, the targeted monster gains attack equal to the level of the monster times 100. Why don't I just attack you then? $800. They sent off a Sirius. Oh man, during a turn, a Link monster was activated. You can target one face card you control and one face card to destroy both. Alright, you're doing a special summon effect though. Yes, I would like to attack. I'd like to get my attack off now. Now let's get this going. Boom. Yeah, at least they won't be doing that to my Black Meteor. They have one card effect left before they have to get rid of Flare. Well, I can't use my Max Metamorph. And then my turn. Oh, that's too bad. Because I could have gotten 600 damage over this. I just hope they can't just remove Flare without using 2 card effects first. Come Flare. You're strong. You got them all the way down to 700 life points. They summoned a simple skeleton. A simple skeleton. One Link monster your opponent controls to the graveyard. Oh man, it's a Link 4 without any effects. I look like it said shuffle one of my cards. Take control of one. That's even worse. Exactly 54? Flare. It's not your fault. It isn't. Really. I'm not upset that you just killed me. But really, it was called by the grade that ruined that. Because I would have had a full metal. And full metal could just protected me from whatever attacks. But no, it's just one card. Just defeated us. I'm going to set a card. Then activate my Wicked Serpent Night. Sending away my black metal. As if you need more. That's actually going to be a lot of summoning. Or a lot of drawing. Because I'm going to be doing... I'm going to be doing a minuscule amount of summoning. But it's still going to... It's still a few cards, so it's still going to be a lot. This will get me... Yeah, let's get me Meteor. Battle phase. I attack Naturia Beast. Nope, there's no point in using that. My Serpent Night is destroyed by battle, yes. However, its effect activates. Where I get to target your monster, send it to the graveyard, and special summon it back. You get a draw, because why wouldn't you? It's Max C, it's for free. Let's hit this thing while we're at it. No, I don't need any more attack damage. I'm going to save that. Main 2. Let's just keep playing into it. Summon, summon. It's like what I did before, but worse. Flare Metal Dragon. Which cannot be an impermanence, because they have this thing face down. The one consolation. Set a card. End phase. Hey, got rid of Naturia Beast. Now they have a whole hand of 5 cards. Nope, nothing on that. Revival Golem? No idea. Excavating. Oh wow, how quaint. They do some really good reveals. When monster effect is activated, you can tribute this card to negate the activation if you destroy that monster. Alright. Sure, yeah, everyone. Just reveal yourself. What horrible thing is going to be summoned? Dragite? Number of cards your opponent controls in the hand up to the number of excavated rock monsters. How many rock monsters do you think are going to be summoned here? Or sent off, or whatever. Why does this thing have to return cards to my hand? It already has a negate. Oh, they're letting me do it. Okay, then. Maybe they'll reveal no rock monsters. Could happen. Called by. Yes, you're missing. Fossil Dyna, great. So they get one. That's probably one of the best outcomes I could have hoped for, though. So let's not be too upset. Do they have a... Yes, they do have a water monster. So they can still negate 7-star slash. Right. Blackluster Soldier while we're at it. That was level 7. Special summon the designated monsters. Naturia Beast. Oh, wow. It's back. Well, now what? I can 7-star slash this. Then they use the negate. Does that even do anything? Well, there is a water monster in your graveyard. It pretty much does nothing. And this thing has a free negate too. So what I got is Red Eyes Retro Dragon. And they're going to banish whatever's on the field. Oh, that thing negates too. Everything negates. Because it's just a card, it can do my 7-star slash too. And there's a double smell negate. The Black Luster Soldier can't be destroyed or targeted by my card effects. And I got a Sacred Stars 7 slash. Look. Negate the activation. Negate the activation. Okay, so it's not. I'm not done yet. I'm very close to being done. So look at this nonsense. I will win this. Sacred Sword. Banishing my Red Eyes Black Dragon from my hand, I get to draw 2 cards. Evenly. I then activate my Red Eyes Fusion. You allow me to fusion summon a monster as long as it involves Red Eyes Black Dragon. Yeah, is not a once per turn. It turns out I am actually out of this, because I don't have anything anymore. Who comes up with these... That's why people hate you. Naturia Beast. I'm going to add Red Eyes Fusion back to my hand, I'm going to reuse it, and I'm going to immediately not... That's all I have. Everything was negated. For free. No, even worse. They like it when their cards are sent to the grave. It's less than free. I paid them to negate my cards. That was miserable. I'm going to talk about some cards that are actually decent for the game. 7-star slash. You've seen it at work. And I've already talked about it, what it does. But when I see level 7 and equip, I'm thinking Slash Dragon. I will point out that there is a bit of anti-synergy here. Because you fuse a Slash Dragon with Red Eyes Fusion, its name becomes Red Eyes Black Dragon. And 7-star slash wants a different name. So you need a level 7 dragon that's not named Red Eyes. So Red Eyes can be equipped to any dragon besides itself that hasn't been fused with Red Eyes Fusion. But we want the 7-star slash to equip the Slash Dragon. This is the equip card. So what can we use? Well, in here I have Black Flare. Flare and Soul. 7-star slash does give a good way of getting a stronger monster onto Slash Dragon, so it can use its destruction effect. So if it is destroyed, it'll bring back any cards that are equipped to it. So I can get Black Flare onto the field. It can get Soul. Well, the Soul also has an extra case for when it is returned to the hand. It also has its summon effect. Send itself get a Red Eyes monster. Though as said in the first duel, when I wished I had this, Mitsurugi is the best one for this. I wouldn't be too surprised if 7-star slash was designed with Mitsurugi in mind. Because the end phase, hand or graveyard, you can special summon this. So it's going to return to the hand during the end phase, or going to summon itself. Or if that monster gets destroyed, or Slash Dragon uses its effect and sends Mitsurugi to the grave, it can still summon itself. It's very useful. Unfortunately, I didn't have it at the time, but yeah, very nice Mitsurugi. Mitsurugi was an awkward card before. I wasn't really sure how to use it, because it only summons during the end phase. But with this, it's a nice way to have it for my turn after I've used 7-star slash. Claws is also a dragon that can be used, but I guess it being in the hand isn't that bad. But really, the other card would be Serpent Night, because it also can summon itself from the hand. And if Slash Dragon is destroyed, brings itself back, and it's pretty good at protecting you, because if it's destroyed by battle effect. But this card, you can call it the Red Eyes alternative to Red Eyes alternative. Because you have to be a dark monster. Alright, check. In which you can summon it only once per turn. But this once per turn only pertains to this. As I said before, so yeah, silly effect, where if it gets destroyed by battle, it comes back after targeting an opponent's monster by sending it to the graveyard. Now, I didn't get too many duels out of this. And there wasn't really anything worth showing other than the duels I have here. I mean, the wins I got weren't interesting. A lot of my losses weren't interesting. For nothing to show. I was up against a lot of Orcust, who's got new stuff. That Orcust game I showed was the only real interesting one. I actually got to use my monsters. Because usually they get set up first. They link summon into that same guy who stole my Flare Metal. And they just steal my monster every turn, because it's a quick effect, because of the field spell. And there's not much I could do about that. It doesn't target. If I don't have Full Metal Dragon out there by the time that thing is around, there's nothing I can do to stop it. It's just continued stealing. So that's a bad matchup, because my deck just wants to make one big monster. And they can steal my big monster and smack me with it. Does not give the monster back. They dueled against Red Dragon Archfiend. That was... yeah, it was Slash Dragon and Full Metal working in tandem. It's full metal. It provides equip cards. This equips to full metal when summoned, which Slash Dragon can send for its cost. It also gets set metal morph, so Slash Dragon can make up for its attack and also get some more ammo. This last thing to say is 7-star Slash is like the second in a little series of level 7 focused cards. So I put Sacred Sword of the 7 stars in here. The original 7 stars card. It is a worse version of Allure of Darkness in this deck. So they got all darks. And this banishes for cost. For just 2 cards. Where Allure of Darkness, you can just activate it without any cost. So if it gets stopped, you just lose the card and that's it. This you have to lose a card from your hand and draw nothing. Though it does do face-up field. So that's one thing. And maybe if this 7-star series continues, it might be more decent to use, but for right now it's fair to just use the Lord of Darkness and Red Eyes instead of the Sacred Sword. I'm fine with some level 7 spell cards, the generic level 7 spell cards coming out. I do have a stake in how good level 7 focus cards are. Before ending, notification for Minute and Limited list. It was a long time coming. And it had to be banned twice. That seems about right.